Hello everyone, welcome to Competitive Academia. This is current capsule. So let's begin our discussion, and the first article is researchers at Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Science found that SN 2010 KD, a superluminous supernova, stands out with an amount of mass as well as nickel ejected during explosion, which is much more than seen in case of normal core collapse supernova. The context is not important, but we need to know the facts relating to this article. So supernova, they are energetic explosion where the core of the massive stars, they go through a catastrophic phase of explosion, and on the process they liberate huge amount of energy. They are visible through very far away distances, much beyond our solar system. And this was an article about a superluminous supernova. Now superluminous, from the word, it suggests that it is a special type of explosion having energy 10 or more times higher than the standard supernovae. Now let's discuss something about the key findings. From the findings, it has been found that the rotation and metallicity means the properties of metal it has, they play a crucial role in stellar explosion, and there are many more types of possible progenitors existing in diverse environment in their host galaxies than the previously known. Stellar are those objects which are in space. Now let's discuss something about Aries. It was formed on 20th April 1954. It is located in Nainital in Uttarakhand. It specializes in astronomy, astrophysics, and atmospheric science. It is an autonomous body under Department of Science and Technology. That's all from this article. The next article is Immunomodulator CSIR. Now, immunomodulator are a kind of vaccine which are given to improve the immunity system of the body and strengthen the immunity system. So here the context is CSIR, which is the top institute of research in India, has decided to develop an immunomodulator to enhance innate immunity. Innate immunity means the immunity of the body itself, to limit the spread of COVID-19 and hasten the recovery of patients of COVID-19. Trials are approved by Drugs Control General of India. We will discuss. So this has been developed, that means this CSIR, that is the immunomodulator, has been developed under the flagship program, that is New Millennium Indian Technology Leadership Initiative. Now this initiative is a public-private partnership, and it looks beyond technology and seeks to build, capture and retain for India a leadership position by synergizing the best competencies of publicly funded R&D institutions, academia and private industry. What are the objectives? It seeks to catalyze innovation and build an ecosystem of innovation which is centered around scientific and technological developments as a vehicle to attain for Indian industry a global leadership position, so that we get a count in the world of being a global leader. And it selects some specific domain under Team India spirit by synergizing the best competencies of public funded R&D institutions, academia and private institutions. This New Millennium Indian Technology Leadership Initiative has so far largely networked projects in diverse areas like agriculture, plant biotechnology, general biotechnology, bioinformatics, etc. It is based on the premises of consciously and deliberately identifying and selecting and supporting the potential winners. Let's discuss something about CSIR. Now, CSIR is expected to protect the close contracts of COVID-19 patients and healthcare staff also. It will boost their innate response and thereby prevent any sort of disease. It will provide a quicker recovery to those who are not so much critically ill. Basically, it works on the natural innate defense system of the body, which can play a key role in fighting the virus. I have mentioned here that approvals are given by Drugs Control General. Now, Drugs Control General of India is a department of Central Drugs Control Organization, which is the body responsible for approving licenses of specified drugs, blood and blood products, and vaccines. It comes under the ambit of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. CSIR has been registered under Societies Registration Act of 1860, and it was established in 1942 as an autonomous body under Department of Science and Technology. It is the largest research and development organization of the country. That's all from this article. The next article is KVIC comes to rescue of cocoon farmers in Tamil Nadu. Here, KVIC is important for us, but let's understand the context. Why did KVIC come to the forefront? Basically, to help the cocoon farmers who are struggling to sell their crops due to lockdown, pandemic outbreak, and secondly, so that they can ensure that they have a continuous supply of cocoons for their own silk production. So, KVIC is a statutory body which was formed under Khadi and Village Industries Commission Act of 1956. It has been asked in your previous year question papers of UPSC, so you have to remember the act. It is the apex organization which comes under Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise. Do not confuse it with Ministry of Tribal Affairs or Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Its head office is located in Mumbai and it has 6 zonal offices. They are located in Delhi, Bhopal, Bangalore, Kolkata and Guwahati. Also, it has offices in 28 states for the implementation of various programs. Head office located in Mumbai. The next article is No Ambubachi Mela at Kamakura Temple due to coronavirus pandemic. So, every year, Ambubachi Mela is celebrated in Kamakura Temple, which is situated in Guwahati. It is believed that the menstrual cycle of goddess Kamakya occurs during the period, and 4 days the temple remains closed. On the 5th day, it is open for the devotees so that they can visit the place and seek the blessing of the goddess. Each year, around 25 lakh visitors are witnessed in this temple. So, let's discuss something about Kamakya Temple. Kamakya Temple is also known as Kamakya Devalaya. It is dedicated to Mother Goddess Kamakya. One of the oldest 51 Shakti Peeths. It is situated in Nilachal Hills in the western part of Guwahati city in Assam. It has number of individual temples which are dedicated to 10 Mahavidyas of Shaktism: Kali, Tara, Sudashi, Bhuvaneshwari, Bhairavi, Chinnamasta, Dhumvati, Bagalamukhi, Matangi and Kamalatmika. It is an important pilgrimage destination for Hindus and especially for those who are tantric worshippers. The next article is the Central Pollution Control Board has reported 46% reduction in PM 2.5 levels and 50% depletion in PM 10 concentration in the national capital. So as we know that during this lockdown, there are very few number of vehicles on the road, only the essential ones are plying on the road, and so the environment condition is improving during this time. We need to know that PM 2.5 are those particulate matter whose diameter is less than 2.5 micrometer. Here it is micrometer. And PM 10 are those particulate matter whose diameter is less than 10 micrometers. I'll show you in the picture. If we compare this to the human hair, the human hair is around it is 50 to 70 microns in diameter. You can see here 50 to 70, and this is so small, less than 2.5 microns. And this PM 10 is less than 10 microns. It can even enter our bloodstream. Now, Central Pollution Control Board said that reduction in PM 10 and 2.5 is primarily, it indicates that depletion in combustion and industrial processes which are common to both fractions of particulate matter has reduced. Since 81% of Delhi's nitrogen oxide comes from transport sector, according to TERI's emission inventory in 2018, restriction on vehicular activity has led to 56% reduction in NO2 levels and over 37% in carbon dioxide concentration. Central Pollution Control Board is the apex pollution control board, and it has analyzed data from continuous ambient quality monitoring network of 38 stations. In its report, it said that there has been significant reduction in PM 2.5, PM 10 nitrogen oxide levels. Now, Central Pollution Control Board is a statutory organization under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Mainly, you have to remember that it is formed in 1974 under Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 during the time of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. The Central Pollution Control Board also entrusted with the powers and functions under Air Prevention and Control Pollution Act, but it was formed under Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. It serves as field information and also provide technical services to the ministry. It coordinates the activities of State Pollution Control Board by providing technical assistance and guidance and also resolve disputes among them. It is the apex organization in the field of pollution control. It has also launched indices like National Air Quality Index, which consists of 8 pollutants, and National Ambient Air Quality Index, which consists of 12 pollutants. USGS releases first ever comprehensive geological map of the moon. This has been done first time that the entire lunar surface has been mapped and it has been classified uniformly. The lunar map is known as Unified Geological Map of the Moon. This will serve as the blueprint for the future coming moon missions and also for the international community, especially the educators, public at large and different stakeholders. You have to remember from this article the main parties involved. They are United States Geological Survey, NASA and Lunar Planetary Institute. Since this is not a mission of India, we need not go into deeper details of it. We only need to remember the involved parties. That's it. The next article is Intel and Accenture teams up Sulubai International Foundation, a Philippine-based non-profit dedicated to protecting Palawan's natural resource for artificial intelligent projects to save coral reefs. Now, Palawan is an archipelago which is situated in Philippines. This initiative, which is named as Project Coral, is using artificial intelligence to monitor, characterize and analyze the coral reefs. It has been operational since May 2019. This project is helping researchers to gauge the health of a reef in real time. It could be used to monitor more of the world's reef which are at risk. Now, various stresses upon the coral reefs are deteriorating their conditions day by day. For example, pollution, overfishing, climate change, etc. The project has estimated that 90% of the reefs in the next century will finish up. And this mission is a worthwhile mission, considering that reefs not only protect the coastline from storms but also provide food and income to around 1 billion population from tourism and recreational sector only. Now let's see something about coral reefs. It is an underwater ecosystem which is characterized by reef building corals. Reefs are formed of colonies of coral polyps which are held together by calcium carbonate. Most coral reefs are built from stony corals whose polyp cluster in groups. They are also known as rainforest of the sea. Now, polyps are responsible for giving the color to it. Shallow coral reefs form some of the Earth's most diverse ecosystem. They also deliver ecosystem services from tourism, fisheries, shoreline protection, etc. They are under threat from excess nutrients known as eutrophication, especially from nitrogen and phosphorus, rising temperature, oceanic acidification, overfishing, which can be from blast fishing, cyanide fishing, spear fishing or scuba, sunscreen use and harmful land use practices, which includes runoff and seeps. This is a map showing coral reefs in India. They are found in Gulf of Kutch near Gujarat, Malwan, Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep is entirely a coral island. Here we have in the Gulf of Mannar, in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these areas are important for us to remember, and often in your question papers you can counter questions like the areas where the presence of coral reefs are found in India. So we have to remember from our Indian context. That's all from this video. We'll come up with some new articles tomorrow. Till then, thank you for listening and like, share and subscribe. You can download the PDF from the link given in the description box.